Hello, good afternoon, everyone. And today, hello, good afternoon, everyone again. And today we are going to talk about Huawei Cloud Flexus services. And my name is Burak, and I am a cloud solutions engineer at Huawei. So before we lose some time, we can continue. Okay, first of all, why via this QR code, actually you can register this event and you can get a certificate. So I will wait some 15 minutes. Just QR it. After you get the URL, you can register after this session actually. So you don't have to do it right now. I will wait some 30 seconds. Okay, we can continue. So first of all, I want to talk about our flow. First, we are going to start with introduction to Flexus services, and after that, I will explain you currently promotions about the free Flexus servers, and then I will explain each Flexus one by one. And after all of these, we will have two demos. Actually, seventh one is actual demo, but the last one is like a small demo, small demonstration. So let's continue with introduction. What is Flexus? Flexus actually, and they are lightweight cloud servers. So nothing actually strange. They are just some virtual machines, some containers, some relational database servers. So nothing's actually strange, but it brings some offers. It brings some usability. It brings some usefulness to the customer. They are really beginner friendly, and you will see what I talk about actually. So I want to start with the free Flexus servers. Why? Because doing this session, while in this session, you will see some demos, and after that, maybe you want to try it. And with these offers right now, you can actually buy some instances for free, and then you can try every available demos, and with the documentation, of course, you can try them by yourself. So I just want to show you where you can reach these things. So let's okay, via this link, actually I will add this in the comment section. You can take these Flexus instances for free. The Flexus L for new users, Flexus X are enterprise users only, but also for new users, there are Flexus RDS right now. You can take them for a month, and you can improve yourself. Maybe you can do some demos, testings, or some hobbies. It depends on you actually. They are just servers, and let's continue with the Flexus L. Okay, what is Flexus L? Flexus L is a next generation lightweight cloud server designed for developers, small and medium-sized organizations, and Flexus allows you to choose a wide range of application images. I will show every of one to you, and don't worry about it. And Flexus L instances are easy to use and friendly to beginners in cloud computing actually, and they are really cheap, guys. So maybe we can some comparison with the Flexus and the ECS currently virtual machines in Huawei Cloud ECS. We can make some comparison about the cost. if you have enough time. And on the right, you can see the application scenarios, and also in the documentation, there are many explanation and there are many application scenarios like this, and you can try these by yourself. And I also want to show you, and this is the documentation about Huawei Cloud Flexus. Under the best practices, you can actually see the every practices. So let's take a look at with GitLab. There is explanation step by step, and all of these are available here. So after that, maybe you can try and improve yourself actually. Or maybe you have some business idea, maybe you have a business and you want to try these Flexus servers, and maybe you want to test it, and maybe you can use it in real scenarios. Why not? So let's continue with the presentations. I want to um, make a short review of the theoretical part. So Flexus X are actually similar to the ECS, Elastic Cloud Server. As I said before, it's virtual machines in Huawei Cloud. But Flexus X, with Flexus X, you can configure vCPU to memory ratios like randomly. So actually, for the third option, it's up to 3 to 1 vCPU and memory ratio, and also 1 to 8 vCPU and memory ratio. So it's really gives you a flexible arrangement about the CPU and memory ratio. And they are also cheaper than the ECS. Even they are almost like the ECS actually. They are 30% discounted right now. And unlike Flexus L, there's a pay-per-use options, and also Flexus X have some supported images right now, like Nginx, Redis, and MySQL. And also in the future, there are planned images for Gauss DB, Web App, Big Data acceleration, and AI acceleration. So, other one is Flexus RDS. Flexus RDS is a lightweight version of the Huawei Cloud Relational Database Service for MySQL. So it allows you to easily set up and manage DB instances. So you can now focus on your core business actually. And they are 28% cheaper than Huawei Cloud RDS, and also provides more CPU and memory for the same instance class. And also there is another good things for the RDS. The bin logs automatically actually backed up every 5 minutes, and physical backups is every 1 day. So you can restore your databases whenever you want within the 7 days. So you just don't worry about the backup things, and very good option for small e-commerce websites. And you can see if you compare with the Huawei Cloud RDS, there are fewer tabs on the console. So as I said, it's all of the Flexus are easy to manage, and they are beginner friendly. So if you don't want to make some extra things, some extra or detailed configuration, you may choose Flexus. So the last one is Flexus CCI, which is Container Instance. Actually, it's just a container service actually, but it's very useful. And as I said, and this one is also cheaper, and it's better for students, individual developers, and small or medium-sized enterprises. And compared with the traditional Kubernetes, which is CCE in Huawei Cloud, it's a very actually complicated and detailed Kubernetes services in the Huawei Cloud. which is Cloud Container Engine. But Flexus CCI, it simplifies the operations. So you can start containerized application with just few clicks, and we will also have a demo about it, and I will show you. And you can start and stop containers at any time if needed, which helps you save your money. And this service is actually pay per use, so you have to don't have to pay more, just with some cents, actually not the dollars, just with cents you can you can buy Flexus CCI. So for the demo part, I just there it's actually simple demo, but you will understand how Flexus L is easy, and how it helps developers and maybe students, maybe instructors to use these applications easily. Why? Because when you, let's say, when you want to deploy WordPress application, you need to have a you need to install web server, right? You need to install WordPress itself and MySQL, your database. So once you buy Flexus L with the images, actually these applications comes you installed, right? With the configuration, you just need to make some flicks, make some little configurations um, to finalize your application, but you will see how it's easy to making this manually. And another one is Matomo. Matomo is a analyzing tools, and we will have two Flexus L instances. One has a Flexus, and one has a WordPress application, and other one is Matomo. And after we deploy our website, we will make some analysis with the Matomo. So we will see this. And another one is with the Flexus X. Actually, as I said, it's not like a demo. These two will be shorter than the first one, but I will also show you the Nginx acceleration with the Flexus X, and also WordPress application with the CCI. So we can start with we can start with the second one. And also I want to show you the Flexus services overview and UIs in the Huawei cloud. So let's start with, okay, let's begin with the home page. And there's one point here also I will explain you. When we search Flexus here, actually there's only just one. Why? Because this is my company account, guys, and company account, it's in China. So I will show you my personal account, and you will see the actual UI, because you will also have the personal accounts, right? So just give me 1 second. Okay, this is my personal account, and when I search Flexus, you see there is a Huawei Cloud Flexus, and you can see all of the instances. We also have these, but the front end is not actually ready, I guess. But after we click to the Flexus RDS, we come to the same page. So there is nothing big difference, just small things. But as I said, it's about the company account. Okay, so for the Flexus L instance, let's continue with the overview. I'm and there all of the instances here, and I can see the 3 instances purchased for Flexus L. let's look at them. I will just show you the UI, then I will actually continue with the step by step. Every from the buying, we will buy Flexus L step by step, and then we continue with our demo. So I just want to show you the UI. Okay, this is the Flexus UI. You can see your specification about the your Flexus, and it's running. And here is a remote login. Let me. Okay, I think you are seeing. There's a remote login. It's a way to log into our actually computer, actually our server, and this is for the renew our subscription. There's some additional options here, and then there's a data package, and you know these Flexus have a public IP, has a public IP, so you can use the internet with this. And this 3 terabytes actually, if you while using your Flexus, it will consume some actually data packages, right? It use some data packages, and after you reach your actually your limit, then you will be billed by pay-per-use for the traffic EIP. I will explain you also this, but there is nothing big deal here. And you can see this is the public IP of it, and your images here. This is Huawei Cloud Euler OS for based on Linux, and this is your server, almost like the ECS UI. You can add some domain names, your server, and you can see this is the ports, and I will explain this again. So I just want to show you the UI. If you are ready, we can start with the Flexus X. I just want to show you the Nginx deployment with the Flexus X. Then we can have a like 5 minutes break. Then we can do the WordPress and Matomo demo actually. So Flexus X Instance, almost like ECS. Let me also show you why. Because ECS is most popular to our VMs. So if you already know the ECS, there is no difference. And if you don't know, actually, no problem. You can see the similarity. So this is the ECS, this normal virtual machine. Actually, this is also a normal virtual machine, but yeah. So this is the ECS configuration. And also it's good to see you this page, because you will understand much clearly how Flexuses are easy to buy, because as I said, they are beginner friendly. You don't have to make some extra configuration. Flexus X not simple, but Flexus L is really simple, and we will come to that. Okay, for Flexus X, we can have a pay-per-use option, and these are the regions available right now. Let's pick with the Istanbul, and here these are the instances, and ready instances actually. But as I said, we can customize it. So depends on your application kind, and you can specify your vCPU and memory ratio to optimize and cost saving, right? So maybe you don't have to much CPU, so you can go to the 2:16 ratio to optimize and pay less actually at the end of the day. So this is the custom specification, and also there is one more important things about the Flexus X. Flexus X have some hot upgrade, which means let's say you buy this instance with 2 and 6 ratio, right? So after that, you have an application and it's running currently, your server is up. So after that, you decide to improve the memory and the server's RAM, right? Maybe you want to make it from 6 to 10. So hot upgrade means once you do this upgrade, your server is not interrupted. So there is no actually public cloud provider offers this. Yeah, this is really good things, I think. So you don't have to interrupt your server, your application. You just add some specifications and your application will be run without interruption, right? So this is the public images. You can see the OSs here, and you can also use private images from the IMS service, image management service, and also shared images. But let's continue with the public images. And if you let's choose CentOS. If you choose CentOS or any others except the Huawei Cloud Euler OS, you don't have the Nginx Redis and MySQL acceleration, which means the instance comes with the installed with these applications. So if you pick Huawei Cloud Euler OS, you see the accelerations are here. So let's pick the Nginx, and you can specify your system disk size. 40 is enough for this test, and also you need to configure your network. These are not actually important right now because the main things of this session is about the Flexus advantages, and you will see the real advantages in the Flexus L part. I just want to show you the Flexus X with the Nginx and pay-per-use and custom configuration. Maybe you can use in your business. So I will choose the traffic option for public IP. It's like a pay-per-use model, and let's choose it pay-per-use. Okay, nothing's changed. So password set later. I just want to finalize it to show you. I am choosing myself. Okay, so let's wait a bit to settle up. It's actually running, but the IP has not come yet. We are waiting for the IP. Okay, so with this public IP, actually, you can see the Nginx. It comes ready, right? So installing Nginx is not a big deal, actually, but there's also MySQL and Redis options. But yeah, it's good things, but not a big deal to install Nginx. But for the Flexus L part, this will be actually comes reasonable. You will see. Okay, I will just leave it the Flexus X here, or maybe I can just delete it. Doesn't matter. So let's look at with the Flexus container. Okay, so Flexus Container Instance is actually currently available in the South Guangzhou. I don't know how to pronounce it, but let's check for the international account. I think it's available in Istanbul. Maybe maybe your account in America or maybe Africa. Maybe after you um, look at the Flexus Container Instance, maybe you also have your um, own region actually the closest to you. So I don't know exactly which regions available for the cloud container instance, but um, it's available in Istanbul for sure. Okay, let's uh, continue with the demo. We can buy Flexus CCI. Now, this is, as I said, this is just runs containers for us, but it brings some actually simplicity, right? Simply, we can make some configuration easily. So we can also choose Nginx or WordPress, or we can also make some custom configuration, which is um, the SWR is a image service in Huawei Cloud. If you have your custom image, you can also um, use use it from the SWR to the CCI. So there is a open source images here. These are come from the Docker Hub actually, and HTTPD, Ubuntu, Postgres, Alpine, and etc. And you can also see your images, and there is no shared images currently. Yeah, so as I said, the images, it's up to you guys. So if you have your custom image, you can use it and you can it run the container from it. But we will choose WordPress, and this WordPress runs two containers, one for the server side and one for the MySQL side. And we can, of course, name it, right? And there are the two options available right now. Let's pick the bigger one, and we can also make some give a name to our service. We can give it like WordPress test, and this is the pay-per-use option. There are no other option in the CCI, only pay-per-use option, and our network is built by traffic model, which is it's not dedicated. There in traffic model there is no dedicated bandwidth to you, so it's traffic model is shared bandwidth, so it's much easier. It's much cheaper, and you are charging um, you are charging as you use the traffic network actually. Okay, so for the gigabyte you will charge by the 80 yuan, but not 8 yuan, 0.8 yuan. Okay, and it's like a 10 cent. So let's buy it, and you will see the as a since it's a container, it will run fastly than the virtual machines, because the containers does not need to much time to run an application. It's about the containerization, and if you don't know what's the containerization, you can actually study by yourself about the Docker. It's like a small advice to you. And I'm just, yeah, it's running, right? And it's running, and we have the IP but sometimes it takes a little bit more because in the WordPress option there is another, not just the WordPress, right? But it works. There is no problem here, and yeah, we can. There is no actually need to do this, but we can make it quickly. I will just copy this password. Okay, so your WordPress app is actually running right now with the MySQL database, of course, and and it uses, yeah, this is your website. Okay, so as I said, there is no don't need to install every application one by one, and you will also see for in the Flexus L option. And I can show you one more thing. So you buy the CCI with the WordPress, right? But you can change it from here. So you can select another image, like let's select Nginx, and we can give it a name. Why there's no latest? Okay, don't worry about it. Let's work on the AT port. There is no need to environment variables. Container name, let's say it's Nginx. And also one more thing. And let's, yeah, your actually application, your Nginx application also here. So it's really easy, guys. Okay, we will continue with the another demo. It will take some time, and we will continue with this demo, but let's make a break and let's come with the 5 minutes later. Okay, 5 minutes later in Turkey time, it's 3:40 p.m. actually 3:40 p.m. Right. Let's make a 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay, we can continue. Okay, so where we left first, let's see our demo scenario. It's about analyzing WordPress application with Matomo. Okay, and to do that, we need two Flexus L instances. So let's start with. Okay, currently we have two Flexus instances running, but let's buy one from the beginning. And this is the Flexus L um, purchasing page. Actually, it's very simple. As you can see, there's no extra stuff. You don't have to um, set a network configuration and other things, and there's just so much simple, as you can see. And let's talk about the images, right? So currently we have like I guess 17 images right now, and we will choose a WordPress from here. But you can see there's a port trainer, GitLab, Moodle, Node.js, SRS, Matomo, Superset, Ghost, BT panel, so a lot of things. But you can also choose the just OS. You can also choose the OS ones with the version with the versions. And also, if you have private images, you can choose it, of course. So let's continue with the WordPress. In WordPress, and by the way, when you choose the application, it comes you to suitable instance sizes. So there is a 5 options for the WordPress, but if we choose the superset, it decreases to the 3, right? Because superset needs needs much more resources than the WordPress. Okay, so don't worry, if you choose the application images, it brings you the suitable instance sizes. But there is a one important thing here. So in the Flexus L, you can change the OS, which means you can change the application images. Let's say I buy this instance with the WordPress, right? And after that, I just want to change the OS option to the superset. But if I buy this WordPress with the two option with 2 vCPU, 2 GB, and after that, if I want to change this instance with the superset, I cannot change because superset is not actually available for the that instance. Okay, you need to consider this detail about the buying while you are buying the instance size. Okay, so let's continue with the WordPress. I will just want to WordPress, and I I picked the cheapest one because it's for the test, and this instance will be enough for us. And let's give it a name, Flexus L, WordPress. Let's call it DTT. And you have 3 more options here. You can add some data disks from 10 to 2048, I think. Let's check it. Yeah, but it costs you over the 1000 yuan for a month. So I don't want to extra data disk, by the way. Just I will leave it unchecked, but if I want to add it, I just want to check it and make some little configuration. Okay, so HSS is about the security things. Um, it protects your servers and your instance from attacks and unauthorized logins, but as you can see, there is an additional cost from here. And also there's a CVR option to make a backup our instance, but we don't actually choose this either. So this is the required duration. I will just buy for 1 month and for just one instance, right? For 36 yuan. It's around like $5, guys, like around $5. And yeah, this is it. By the way, I will show you some things from here. And okay, as I said, for the international account, the regions are differs, right? So don't judge don't judge the things uh, you are looking right now. Okay, if you want to buy these instance from your country closest to your country region, you just check it's available for you. For me, actually, and there's a Istanbul option here, so there is no need to worry about. Okay, and if I hover it, I can see the cost amounts for each of the services, and let's buy it. Everything is okay. Let's buy it, and there will be a summary page after you click buy. I confirm the terms, and then I just submit it. And this is my WordPress application. The first instance is actually bought already. So there's one more confirmation here. And let's reach our application. It's creating right now. By the way, I have a Medium article about the Flexus L and WordPress, and it contains from the buying actually why this is okay. And yeah, the step by step everything it's in this article right now. And there's a demo section, and I do this demo in a two ways actually. First one is manually. So to run a WordPress application, these steps are necessary for the run your WordPress. So first we need to log in it, or we can just SSH it, and then we need to install LAMP, then make some configurations, blah blah blah, etc. We need to have a RDS for MySQL, right? We need also make these configurations. Okay. After that, we can install our pages, and we can install our WordPress. But in this model, you need to also configure your database section. You will see the difference for a while. So this is the application. But the second way is buying a Flexus L with the WordPress application image, which we are doing right now, right? And it's already running. So we just buy with the WordPress application, add some security groups, and actually that's it. There's no another steps here. We just click to the we just go to the admin panel, and let's see. This is our Flexus, and you are already familiar with this UI. I explained it to you at the beginning of the session. and we just need to add a security group. So why these numbers and how we can know that? So to do this, we need to go to do and documentation, right? You just need to Huawei Cloud Flexus documentation. After that, just click documentation, and all of the practices actually here. So for the WordPress option, we need to add and these ports. Okay, so actually these ports are common, yeah, in a MySQL. So to have a MySQL, we need to um, allow the 3306 port, because it's common way. It's MySQL default port, so we don't have to look at the documentation all the time. And some of the ports actually already allowed in the security group option when you buy some another application images, but it's better to check these security groups and rules here actually. And if doesn't have, you just need to add rule, give some priority, and let's say you want to section not section actually, the 8080 port, and you allow to everyone by doing this. Just okay, and yeah, it's here. Okay, that's it. There's no big deal here. Maybe all of these ports are come ready. I don't know actually, because I already do some I already have some instances and their security groups are all same. So maybe I just do it in the first one. Yeah, and since the security group is not change, I don't have to do it one and again, because the SG default SMB is the security group. And if I want to buy another instance, it will comes with this security group also, so I don't have to do this from the beginning every time. Okay, as I said, there's no big deal here. And then we need to um, reset our password. Actually, we don't have to, but let's try our chance. Okay, you see, we don't have to actually change the password, but I just want to show you some things in our instance, and we don't have the password right now because we didn't configure it. And let's reset our instance password. It will just restart the instance, and we need to wait a little bit, and we can continue with this one. For the second step, there's a domain option. You can add your domain to your server. It's optional. And also there is an initialize application. This will direct us to the same page from the here. So nothing's different. And that's it. All right. So every Flexus L instance actually has a guide in here actually, in the overview page. Every instance types has a guide in here, and if you click the configuration guide, it will direct you to documentations. But why Chinese? Because as I said, this is my company account, and it's come from the China actually, the main account in the China region, let's say. So if you try to do this in your own account, okay, it will direct you to international documentation. So we can try it. This is my personal account, and after I click buy, it automatically directs you to exact best practices. So you don't also have to search the correct documentation, right? You can just follow these 3, 2 or 4 steps, and then your application is ready. But as you can see, there is no need to also look at the documentation. Okay, our instance, I think it's running. Let's check. Yeah, it's running, and I just want to show you the application in the our server. Let's log in with root. Root is a common thing. Every instance comes with the root username. So we log in by, because there is a welcome message here. If you see this welcome, you are logged in successfully. So let's clear it, and I will show you. There's in the Docker here. I think it's was wrong. Okay, with the Docker version, you can see the version here. So this server has a Docker installed already, and let's check our containers, and you can see the PHP myadmin image running right now, and MariaDB for MySQL, and WordPress, and the latest one, which is Nginx, actually installed directly to our instance, not by a container. So you can see there's a 4 apps in this server actually, and also I think there's a Git version. Yeah, Git is also installed, and also you can check these informations from the documentation. It says here, you see the Nginx, MySQL, and Docker, etc. So it's very easy. Let's continue with our application. Okay, I can use this here, or you can here. You can just follow the steps, the configuration steps. I will continue with the. Okay, I give it a name, Flexus L WordPress. Let's make it admin. I copy it. This is the password. It's really it's important actually, but for the test case, I will just use it for one time, so it's not necessarily to memorize it. Okay, I will just copy paste it and log in. Yeah, our application is actually running, and we can visit our website. So we can continue with the our Matomo instance. So, and I will show you how to actually change the instance application or operation system, and we don't have to buy another Flexus. Why? Because we can change the application whenever we want, right? So, but I just want show you this is the 2 vCPU and 2 GB option. Okay, and it's running CentOS right now. It's empty operation system, and let's change its operation system. Okay, for application images, as you can see, I can choose the I can choose the Matomo, but I can choose the superset. Why? It needs extra resources. It needs at least 8 GB, right? So I just wanted to show you, but I have another Flexus instance, which is enough to run which is enough to run superset or any other things. But we will just run Matomo. Let's change its OS. I just click to Matomo stop server, and I agree with the terms. Yeah, this is just easy and there is no cost. So, as I said at the beginning of the session, you will have, uh, let's, okay, you can buy Flexus L Instance for free, right? Because you are a new user. After you buy Flexus L Instance, you will have um, at least 10 best practices. You can do it everyone one by one to improve yourself or test your cases, right? So, and also the changing OS is free, so there is no you don't have to pay anything. Okay, so just we are changing the OS from CentOS to Matomo. And it's you can see it's updating. We just need to wait like a few minutes. And I can mention about my second article. It's about superset for Flexus L, of course. And in this article, it's also has a demo and from the buying, of course, step by step. You don't have to actually know anything. You just follow the articles and yeah, I show you everyone. Once you click, it's actually makes bigger. And after that, we need to make some configuration with some little steps. And then um, we need to have a databases, right? So you can buy the databases from the RDS. It has a pay-per-use option, or maybe you have your database on your local machine. So you just need to make some connection, and you can analyze your database. And in this example, I mix in the demo database. It named Sakila, something like this. You can find on the Google in GitHub. And in the film table, there are lots of movies, and with the superset, um, you can calculate their averages, film averages length for a, as you can see here. Yeah. So why I'm showing this, because Flexus L has some different application options, right? You can choose whatever you want, and you can start to make your, you can start to run your application and test some things. Okay. So let's return with our newly, what is, where is it? Okay, and its name is WordPress, but it's not WordPress. Let's call it Matomo. You can change its name. All right, it's running and it contains Matomo. So again, there is a guide here. You can follow it, and we already have the port numbers because I did this before. And then I can change the password. Let's access it. And as you can see, if you wanna log into your server, you need to change your password. But other than if you don't want to, or if you don't need to log into your server, you don't need to actually set your password. Of course. So, and this is it, and the other steps actually here. But we can focus on our application. We will just make some next, because and it's already, it's also have a MySQL in the in this server. So this is the connection things, and it comes ready, right? Because the Flexus makes these. Flexus makes these. We don't have to configure it one by one. So it wants the user from us, and I will give some information, and I don't want to subscribe their letter, anything else. Okay, so what's our website name? Flexus L. Actually, it doesn't matter. It can be something different, but we need to configure our website URL. So in this case, we have this, but there is one thing here. It at the end of the HTTPS, so we need to delete it. This is our tool address. Actually, let's try. Yeah, this is our actual address. So we can select our time zone. I will pick for Turkey. We don't have to configure e-commerce, and it says that you need to add this script every HTML of your page. But there's some plugins in the WordPress you will see. We don't have to do this manually. Okay, we just next it, continue. Okay, we need to log in for one time, and here also explains you and gives you some other options, but I will use the plugin option. But first, you can see our websites here. Okay, so in our Flexus dashboard, we will add a plugin, Matomo plugin. Okay, and this is the connect one. This one, the first one, is install a Matomo in the same server. But we want to connect our WordPress to the different server, right? Because these are two different servers. Okay, so we want to connect our Matomo to the WordPress. So we need to continue to connect Matomo plugins. So don't confuse these two things. Let's activate it. But there's one more things also. There's a connect Matomo here. It comes to our plugin section. Let's go to its settings. And here we need to give a Matomo URL. Okay, so this is our Matomo URL. This is my application runs, and this is the address which my application runs. Okay, so for the authentication, we need to create a new authentication token. So let's go to the security part. I just click the settings, security part. At the end of the page, there's a create new token. I will input my password, and then it asks me the description. Okay, this token is available for a one time. You will not see it again, so it's better to copy it or save it another place. Okay, I will copy it and I give it to here. After the save changes, you should see this information: successfully connected to Matomo. But one more step here. Now we connected our Matomo and WordPress server. They are connected, but we need to enable tracking. So just one simple steps. After I choose the default tracking, I will just save changes. And now our Matomo starts to track our websites. Okay, So we can also check this. Let's go to our website. So let's look at its HTML, and I will Control F here and search a Matomo, and you can see the script is here. Why? Because it does the API does this for automatically actually. So for if you go to another page, also here, right? So it add the script every page because of the plugins we add and made the connection between them. So let's see the or analyze results. Let's go to our Matomo Matomo application, and you see there are one visit. Why? Because it's me actually, right? I'm using this website, and there are 4 page views. And if we click this chart here, we can see a really detailed analysis charts here. And I'm not the expert of the Matomo, but it gives you really good analytics about your website. So I will also go to the web page via my telephone. So 1 second, please. And what is the IP? You can also try, by the way, but I will actually delete these servers after the session. Okay, I go to the website. So you can see, and this is the visits, and it comes. Now it's 2 because I log in with my telephone, right? Okay, so I think we are end of our session. I can answer your questions, and also before we close the our session, actually I will show you this QR of directs you to my Flexus Medium articles about the Flexus. There are 2 right now, and if I will be pleased and if you share your feedbacks to us. And yeah, it's really important, so if we want to improve ourselves, we need to open to the feedbacks, and we every time we need to improve ourselves. So if you mind, you can leave a feedback, and I can say thank you. Okay, so Kubra, you can actually take me to backstage, or maybe I can hide my screen share. Whoa. 1 second.